Billionaire philanthropist Bill Gates and Nigerian business magnate Aliko Dangote have emphasized the importance of innovation and partnership in driving health. In collaboration with Ugweidi Joma Wokoma donated sanitary pads to over 500 students in Cooperative College in Ohaji, Ebema local government area of Imo State. Their medications as prescribed has been identified as a significant problem in HIV and AIDS management, resulting in viral suppression failure. Good day, listeners. Welcome back to DDM Health News Updates. On our program, the health, your wealth. In our usual for right device to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Dashboard Digital Media, so you get the latest on news, on health. Well, the National Agency for Food, Drugs Administration and Control, popularly known as NAFDAC, has introduced new regulatory tools to intensify its campaign against false-filled and substandard medical products in Nigeria. These include the NAFDAC Green Book, the 2024 Pharmaceutical Products Traceability Regulation, and the 2024 Pediatric Regulation. The two-day stakeholder sensitization workshop, which kicked off in Lagos on Tuesday, attracted key players across the medical, military, pharmaceutical, and regulatory sectors. NAFDAC DG Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, who was represented by Director, Post Marketing Surveillance, Fredin Bitrus, said that the Green Book on an online database allows anyone from pharmacist to patient to confirm whether a medical product is registered and approved by the agency. You can imagine. How is this going to work? Well, he described it as an online weapon against fake drugs. These counterfeit products are often produced by sucroflux business people and their foreign collaborators whose sole aim is to get rich at the expense of public health. This is the worst kind of inhumanity, using poison to favor men. You can imagine. The Green Book is an online resource for identifying a product source. You simply enter the product's name, brand name, or NAFDAC registration number to verify its status. It appears in the Green Book. It is authentic. If not, consumers should be aware. Be noted. He added that the platform also aimed at empowering consumers and distributors to identify and reject counterfeit drugs, protecting lives across Nigeria's supply chain. We want to know the real one and the fake one. Please collaborate. Bitrus, however, noted a critical challenge, saying some marketing authorization holders had not yet submitted all the required information for their products to be listed. We call on all manufacturers to submit this detail to enable full population of the Green Book, because without this, definitely, I think there is no go way. Yeah, it won't work because everybody has to collaborate. Well, he also unveiled the pharmaceutical products, that is the Traceability Regulation 2024, which mandates that every drug in circulation must carry a unique identifier. So, take this little note so you don't get fake drugs. This technology allows full visibility and tracking of the product across the supply chain from manufacturing to the end user. So you see how it goes. You are part of it. You are part of it that will make it work. So take note. Besides, Nigeria is the first country in Africa and the second in the world to deploy this level of pharmaceutical traceability. You can imagine. Honestly speaking, Nigeria is really building up. Yes, things happening here, technology has really enhanced our country. Well, The traceability project was piloted during the COVID-19 vaccine rollout with successful results during that time. Within 24 hours, batches of substandard vaccines were traced and recalled. Implementation is currently on the way for high priority commodities such as antiretrovirals and narcotics, with plans to expand. This was the explanation Mr. Beatrice explained. The agency's Scan to Verify app was also demonstrated, allowing real-time authentication of registered medical products using mobile phones. That means that the working out was you using your mobile phone to trace it. Another aspect of the workshop was the NAFDAC Pediatric Regulation 2024, a tailored framework to ensure that children's medicines meet the highest safety and efficacy standards. Oh my goodness. So we're having hope, at least sometimes, sometimes you give your child some drugs and yet what is still happening in them is still occurring. So you can imagine if it's fake or real. So this definitely will help you because this recognition and regulation recognizes the unique physiological needs of children and puts measures in place to ensure that what is given to a child is truly safe. Yes, because the earlier the better. What you give your child now might affect the child in future. Well, further, Director of NAFDAC's Southwest Zone, Mrs. Rosalind Ajayi, emphasized the need for shared responsibility across sectors. NAFDAC alone cannot win this battle. Yes, we need external and internal collaboration. The regulatory space is evolving. 20 years ago, we weren't discussing traceability, digitalization, or artificial intelligence. Yes, all these things were not in existence. But now, we must constantly engage stakeholders to ensure we are moving in the same direction because it matters a lot. Without their collaboration, it won't come to fulfillment. Yes. Well, she also retreated that stakeholder education remained one of NAFDAC's core duties. This engagement is not just an update, it is a call to action. Of course, because action speaks louder. Furthermore, Col Zaudi Mustafa of the Nigerian Army Medical Corps, representing the Corps commander, lauded the initiative. This workshop enriches our knowledge and sharpens our skill. It equips us to return to our posts with better capacity, competence, and courage. Despite the few challenges facing healthcare professionals today, this kind of effort strengthens our ability to deliver safe and qualitative healthcare, especially to the poor. Yeah, having the poor in mind matters too. He also extended the goodwill of the Corps of to NAFDAC and called to other health professionals to support the agency's reforms. The earlier, the better. At least with this, we can dictate the fake drugs and the real one. So please, collaborate because your collaborations are truly needed. Next, in response to the recent attack on Yewate community in Benue State, the National Emergency Management Agency, known as NEMA, has deployed essential relief materials to provide immediate succor to those displaced and affected by the incident. It's really a pity. Yes. A statement issued by the head of press unit at NEMA, Mazo Ezekiel, stated that the intervention followed a rapid needs assessment jointly conducted by officials of NEMA, the Benue State Emergency Management Agency, the Nigerian Red Cross Society, and relevant security agencies. The Director General of NEMA, Mrs. Zubaida Umar, has activated the agency's North Central Zonal Office under the leadership of Zonal Director Aliyu Waziri to oversee the prompt distribution of the relief items in coordination with Benue SEMA. She also directed that a more detailed assessment of the affected population and infrastructure be carried out to determine any additional support that may be required. Honestly speaking, they really need this support because it's really a pity on them. Well, the relief materials approved and deployed are food and non-food items, including bags of carbohydrate rice, maize, spaghetti, vegetable oil, seasoning cubes, tomato paste, iodized salt, and mattresses. Yeah, these are the things they have delivered today. Well, it's true they won't cover up their loss, but anyhow, as all. It's also added that the agency remains committed to working with all stakeholders to alleviate the suffering of victims and restore normalcy to the affected community. Please, the earlier the better. Furthermore, the agency on Monday said no fewer than 6,527 people displaced, including lactating mothers, pregnant women, and elderly persons, have been displaced following the attacks in the states. You can imagine people breastfeeding, pregnant women. Oh, I feel for them. I can imagine the situation. It's not really easy at all. Well, my condolences to Benue State as a whole and to the Yewata community. It's really a pity because most people who are victimized definitely did nothing. Yes, it is not. You can imagine. Well, with this, we come to the end of our news today on Your Health, Your Words. Don't forget to click on the like button, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is Diaspora Digital Media, popularly known as DDM. Until I come your way, I am Inenyo. Michaeline Izini. Thanks for watching. Do have a beautiful day ahead. Bye for now.